Hello and welcome to a random review.
Hello everyone, we've got another video here and this one is a response to the open tag from Paddy at Paddy's Potato Peelers. I've not done one of these responses before, so hopefully I've got the right gist of what I'm supposed to be doing. So Paddy's idea was, show us 3 knives which are the knives that you would definitely have to replace if you lost them. So these are knives that are either nothing that's emotionally connected to you, so nothing like it's a hand-me-down from a family member or anything, but it's just knives that are super useful and that you really do like and that you would miss if you lost them. So, should we start with the first knife?
Yeah, the first best one is this one.
No, this isn't on my shortlist because it is absolutely terrible. But
Aww.
it looks quite funky, doesn't it?
Yes.
No, the first knife I have is this Spyderco UK PK. Now, my first ever UK PK was from the man himself, Paddy. He sold me his UK PK.
All right.
And honestly, the UK PK just feels amazing in the hand. I love the action. And I went one step further. This was the S110V one that I bought from Paddy.
Thanks, Paddy.
Thanks, Paddy. And then the Heine Haynes special edition came out with the red G10 handle.
Oh, that's scary.
You can see the Heine logo on there.
Spyderco.
In S30V. But then I saw the Vapor Puffin titanium scales and I put them on, and it just makes this knife just feel so luxurious to use, and it retains that beautiful action. That slip it action from Spyderco is absolutely fantastic.
Slip it.
So this would definitely be one of the knives I would need to replace if I ever lost it.
Replace.
Now I did actually, whilst they were still available, I did buy a spare of the red G10 Heine Haynes Special Edition Spyderco, but I would have to buy the new scales. But that is definitely number one.
Number one.
Now, when I was putting this shortlist down, I realised these knives all look very, very similar. So apologies, I know Paddy's had a lot of variation in his, but I'll go ahead anyway. So the next one would of course be the Real Steel Luna, the titanium one. Now the Luna has for a long time been my favourite EDC knife, and just this one in titanium, it just feels so nice. I think I'm just becoming a huge fan of titanium scales, to be honest. But yeah, this Luna, Real Steel Luna with the Real Steel thumb stud. So I don't know if this counts in your rules, Paddy, because this is kind of modified with new scales, and this one's got the optional thumb stud attached. But this is by far one of my favourite knives. If I ever did lose this, I would be devastated. Although I do have a spare. I've actually bought 2 spares now because I like these knives so much. But yeah, as I always say, if anyone's just after one UK legal EDC knife, I would most definitely recommend this titanium Luna.
Which one's next? This one or this one?
Well, either of those could be a contender. I do already have a UK PK on the table. And I do think this one I got from Paddy. It was kind of early on in my knife collecting career, so whether that counts as one of these kind of emotional collection knives, so I'm not going to put that in the list, but instead something else that's a bit special. Here it is. Yeah, this is a very special knife. This is the Who Knives V1 Flipper. Now I bought this on a pre-order and it's just a brilliant knife. I just love the design that Carl came up with here. I mean, I love the clean lines. I love the construction as well. The way that the backspacer is actually milled into this second scale here. What? It's not a cheap way to make these knives. It would have been cheaper having 2 thin slabs and then an extra slab in the middle, because you obviously have to mill away quite a lot of material here. But it's such a beautiful knife. I say I would replace it if I could, but V1 flipper knives aren't easy to come by at the moment. But the only thing that might change on this list is actually this one. Obviously these all look very similar, they've all got the titanium scales, but Who Knives are now taking pre-orders for the Who Knives V1 Blackout, and I love a Blackout knife in titanium, and I think that may well replace this in my shortlist.
Daddy?
Yes?
Do you like your first knife so much that you're going to marry it?
You know, I think Mummy would be very grumpy if I married the knife. And it would be a bit crazy, so I'm not going to do that, okay?
We have knife babies.
Well, like little mini Spyderco bugs?
Yes.
No, I don't think it works like that.
Aww.
It'd be cool if it did, but it's not quite how it works.
That one looks like a penguin.
Penguin?
What?
Oh no, you're right.
It's got its eye
Have you
and
just
beak.
ruined this knife for me?
Yes.
It does look a bit like a penguin. I've never seen that before.
I have.
Right. I don't know if I need to find an alternative now.
You might.
But for now, I think that's going to be my shortlist. So thanks, Paddy. I'm interested to see what the other guys are going to say, because it's always interesting seeing what people's most kind of favourite knives are. So that's it. I hope I did it right. I hope you did your proud there, Paddy. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Bye bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Where's the camera?
What the hell?